Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 8th of May 2020. I'm using the Morgan Greer deck for today's reading again. Let's have a look at what the cards we need to be aware of. The Page of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Cups, and the Hierophant. Alright, so we've got a Major Arcana card, a Minor Arcana card, and a Court card. Page of Swords in reverse. This way around, the Page of Swords is someone who's just learning about a new subject, someone who's likely to make a mistake due to inexperience, someone who's just learning. On the plus side, the Page of Swords is teachable. He's open-minded. He is willing to learn and to listen. He is somewhat willful in the sense that he would rather talk about what he knows instead of listening to wiser people who might have something to teach him. So he's teachable, but only up to a point. The fact that that's reversed means that the intuitive side of things, the purple here on his sleeves with the gold buttons and around his collar, over all of this orange red, is the spiritual over the physical, the passionate, the fiery. A sword is something that cuts and something that it imposes itself. It's not a sheath, it's an actual weapon. So when it's in reverse, his hat kind of looks like an envelope now with a tassel on it. It's more about being receptive, looking at what's going on around you, not just listening to your thoughts and your head and your ideas. So if someone comes along and you're like, okay, I have judged that person in 3 seconds, listen to your feelings instead. You may not be right about everything today. And the cards are saying, try not to get on a high horse and try and be super controlling, because there's news coming your way, which you need to be aware of. And it's not going to be a big loud thing that comes along. It's going to be something intuitive that you listen to, that guides you in a direction of having your hopes and dreams realized. So these two cards together say that if you pay attention today, and rather than talking, you listen, or rather than being on the phone for 30 minutes and using that whole time to vent rather than to listen, it's down to you. You know, it's your decision. But on the day-to-day, being receptive beats giving other people things and just constantly putting yourself out there, or trying, or overcompensating for something that you feel is lacking by showing people how clever you are or how well thought out something is. If you try and impress other people today, you're already barking up the wrong tree. The path to happiness is by listening to really fundamentally, what is it that I'm supposed to be listening to? And the message is that you're in control of your feelings, and your feelings are something that you govern, and the direction in life you go towards is something that you are in control of. You have the will to go in a direction which is likely to make you happy. And if you let your feelings guide you, and if you trust them, it's very likely that you're going to be in a really positive place at the end of the day, and that you've made peace with conflict, maybe intrusive thinking or anxiety, negative thinking that's kind of crept in over the last couple of months and weeks. It's really being able to put that into not a compartment, because then you're just like putting it in a box and repressing yourself. It's not. It's about having this kind of, you have this step back, you see and feel intuitively that there's something about what has been said and what has been thought and what has been done in the last couple of months and weeks is actually now having effect on your life, or you're seeing something play out in front of you and you get the message, basically. Because you get the message, you're able to change direction if something is not making you happy. And armed with that knowledge of, I want to do A, B, C, or D in response to the message I'm getting today, I'm going to actually make that happen. So I'm going to take my passion, I'm going to buy myself a red hat that symbolizes that I care about things, and I'm going to put all these cups out for my friends who can see me enjoying my life, and I'm going to share that with them. So this is generosity of spirit, nurturing other people, being generous emotionally. So the pub landlord, that's what the Nine of Cups is supposed to be. It's a satisfied, kind of jolly pub landlord. And he or she's got this rosy, jolly face there. And that kind of doesn't go at all with the energy of this. This is very dry information, knowledge, and possibly even conflict. This is really warm and someone who's jolly and positive. Yeah, so the feeling part of yourself is the place to occupy, because your feelings are going to just bring you back. It's okay. Positive self-talk is something that you can really practice today. So I'm doing the best I can. I am good enough. Mirror work, I learned through Louise Hay, and that always works. It just feels super awkward at first, but it's funny. So you look at it, at least it kind of makes you laugh. You look in the mirror and you say, I love you. I love you. I love you so much. And it's just hysterical to begin with. But after a while, you kind of get used to it, and you realize that there's an option. And when you go after yourself in your own head, and it's like, oh, you're the one. And then it stops you and it says, do you remember when I looked in the mirror and I said, I love you, I love you, I love you? I could be saying that to myself instead. The hierophant is the 5th card of the major arcana. And it's the first kind of institution you run into in life, where you realize that if you have the keys to connect with other people, then you can kind of double your power by being part of a group that shares your interests. And you can all kind of drink from the same cup, so to speak. And the hierophant is a doorway card in this deck. So it leads to something new. It's all red, pretty much, and orange. So this is a guy who is really passionate about the club he runs, and you need a special invitation to join. You need a special key to get in. And that special key you only get by connecting with other people in a positive way. So today is one of those days where you will achieve more with honey than with vinegar. He's also dressed in this yellow kind of cloak, and he's got the gloves on. Interesting that he's part of a group, but he's completely shielded and gloved. So he takes on that place of specialness within a group, and that's when the group kind of tends to, in my opinion, often go downhill, when it's just reduced to one person. In your case, don't overcomplicate your thoughts. Forgive yourself for things that don't make sense or that you're kind of grappling with yourself. Look at something that makes you happy and that allows you to connect with others, and where you're sharing something that you feel is positive, because that will lead you to clarity. It will lead you to connect with other people who are of a similar mindset, and people who are driven and focused and looking towards the future, rather than someone who's completely someone who's on a rant, or someone who's going in the other direction and saying, oh yeah, remember when. It's just about the frame of mind and the perspective being constructive here. And that the hierophant kind of shields you. You can also look at this as a doorway, which he totally blocks and protects. So yeah, you're protected from conflict and negativity by being around other people and listening to your emotions rather than letting every idea govern what you're doing. So pay attention to your feelings today. If you're someone who's naturally led by their feelings anyway, this is going to be a wonderful day for you. You may be able to create something. If you're an intuitive, it's a really good day to tap into your feelings. Spirituality as well. If you meditate and you just have the chatter all the time and you get distracted and it's put you off, then revisit meditation today, try and connect, because you have the key to some sort of club that opens up to you today. You're able to get into something, into a group of people you haven't been able to before, or you connect spiritually and connect with something happy and bigger than you out there. Ultimately, it's about listen, get the message, feel good, keep it simple, and realize that you don't have to do everything by yourself. Number-wise, we have a page card. That counts as 1, so 1 and 9 is 10, and 5 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6, and 6 is a temporary opportunity that appears. So it's a great day to make friends. It's a good day to let the penny drop about something that hasn't been so clear before. Hooray. So have a lovely day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via gregoryscott.com. You can order your reading with me there. Coupon code Spring Special, quarter off all priority and emergency sessions on my readings. If you like this video, please hit subscribe and share the video online, or don't. Have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.